Carol here once again for another almost hour of fun and inspiration with the new LDRS Creative release. Here's the stitched heart die. I'm going to be using this in the card, the open heart, 8 dies in this open heart die set. It's wonderful. And I'm going to use with all my heart. I love this die right there. Oh, and here we go, the love stack and the anytime sentiment set, and it all matches up and it gives you 22 11 and 11 stamps. Look at them all. Aren't they beautiful? Tagged sentiments. They're gorgeous, just gorgeous, and it's wonderful to have these on hand, and I do use them each time I will be putting up a new tutorial. This is my third project. Here's the heart wreath and the die. You know I love dies when they're attached to those stamps. Thank you, Angie. And there's the panda play. I'll be using this as well today for this mixed media project. There's the friend 35 stamps in this stamp set, my friends, and all the links individually will be over on my blog, and my blog will be posted in the description box. So isn't this wonderful? And like I always tell you, and I'll always share, inspiration for coloring is on the back of all the stamps, all the dies. This release blew me away. I've never had so much fun in 1 week ever designing with this. And we're going to do some fun mixed media card, and we're going to use toilet paper. Oh yeah, toilet paper. Just a lot of fun in this collection. Check it out. You're going to love it. Now, after we get our heart all ready to go on this mixed media project, we're going to use this stencil once again, the With All My Heart stencil, and I did not clean it for a reason, because I want to push that pink over onto the white cardstock, and I did use that With All My Heart die plate, you know, the one that embosses and cuts around in a stitched manner. So I take any kind of rub that you have, you know, either texture paste or spray or LDRS Creative hybrid ink. You take it all, and this is what I do on top of the texture plate, because these flowers are actually embedded, and this is what we're going to use with our toilet paper art today. I have a few videos using toilet paper art. I love it. I love using toilet paper as far as getting wonderful texture. It is amazing, and I can't wait to share it with you. So the front of the card, I'm going to use this beautiful open heart. I saw on the design team a really nice project with the heart die cut into the paper as a shaker, with shaker bits behind that heart. It was beautiful. I'll leave the link to go check out all the design team members. They are really talented, I'll tell you what. I started out here to put it down on top of that beautiful floral, the floral piece here with that With All My Heart die and embossed. It's a die plate. It embosses and debosses all at once. So here we go. I need to work on the front of the card first. I did not know I was going to do mixed media until after this design was finished. So I grabbed a pen that, you know, spit out all that sparkle liquid, and I put it down. But what happened was, as you can see at the bottom of the open heart die, I had some black on there from another project. But that's okay, because I changed over to a black sparkle pen that had black ink, and I'm really taking a risk here. Look at me, I'm just, oh yeah, sometimes I'm not even careful what I'm doing. And I just thought, no, I'm going to grab a black one. I'm going to go over this while it's already glued down. Oh my, yes, I take risks, don't I? So here we go, nice and black, nice and liquidy, nice and sparkly, glittery. I loved it. it dried just like I intentionally put this down, although I made a mistake at the beginning and that's why, well, I'm jumping all over again, aren't I? That's why you have to clean your products after you're done, because I did have a bit of black ink on the clear glitter pen, but I think it looks so much better to have this done in this deep color. And it almost looks gray because of having that clear glitter pen on first. So then I just, went whack, 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 whack against my hand and made some dots all over the place with the same thing, because either I was fixing up an error that I had, I must have, I don't know, or I actually was inspired to do it on purpose. I don't know. But in this die, they have with love letters, beautiful letters. And what I did was, after I cut the letters out, I took the negative space, cut around it, and I put it right here in the open heart area that's open. That's why I guess they call it open heart. And I grabbed one of the pandas, I know I did that, and I put it right beside the with love here. And I'm going to put the glossy accents on there, which is the crystal lacquer. And we're going to make that just shine, shine, shine. And I still didn't have it in my mind what I was going to do. I didn't know I was going to play with the toilet paper art. I just love it. But you know what? My toilet paper roll had the same flowers in it. How crazy is that? Wait till you see it. It looks just like that. My toilet paper looks just like the front of this card. I had to use it. I mean, why not? So I'll explain that when we get to it. Here I wanted to just make sure you could see the with love cutout that I had there. And we're going to get some gold thread again. I'm working with that gold thread. I just love it. I kept it on my island so that I could use it. In most of the projects you're going to see all week, I'll have some of that. And I made a bow with it. Then it had heart arrows. It has the arrow and it has the other thing for the other side of the heart. And I made a little hole right down there beside the bear so that he could hold some flowers, because that beautiful bouquet is in the panda set, the panda play stamp set, and I was able to die cut it out. It's so important. Back in the day, I didn't care whether I had a die cut. I would fussy cut. It didn't bother me. But I don't know if it's because of, getting a little bit of arthritis in your hands and yada yada, or I should let loose of some of the jewelry so my hand's not so heavy. But like I said in other videos, that's all you have to worry about if you do YouTube videos. You just put your nail polish on, a little bit of jewelry. It's easier than having to show your face and put makeup on, right? To just put some jewels up, and you're all set. And that way I get to wear all of my fake jewelry from the thrift stores, and it looks pretty, and it makes me feel good when I'm creating. I love pretty things, and you can have pretty things without spending much money, right? So here we go. Yeah, that doesn't mean to say that I don't have good jewelry. Of course I do. My husband, he doesn't shop at the thrift stores. What's the matter with him, right? I'd like thrift store stuff if he did shop there. Doesn't matter to me. If you get thrift store jewelry, you never worry about losing it, right? And you don't mind giving it away if somebody likes it. So there you go. So I took a piece of glitter paper and I cut a little piece off. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here because I love to gab with you. It is overcast. We're supposed to get rain here in southern Ontario. It will melt all the snow and the ice, so that's a good thing. So I took a piece of the glitter paper, and this is beautiful glitter paper. The glitter doesn't fall off. It's amazing how they've come up with all this stuff. Before it used to be so chunky, you go to cut it and you'd have glitter everywhere. It'd be like spilling a jar of powder, glitter powder, right? So here we go. Isn't this cute? Oh, I put some flowers. I left them white. It has a little daisy and some leaves underneath the bear so he wasn't floating in the air. I don't want my bear floating in the air. No. And it's that kind of a day, my friends. It's that kind of a day. And here we go. I glue it down to some black cardstock, and then I distressed the edges of this black cardstock, which led to me going to the mixed media avenue. I love mixed media. And all mixed media is eliminating perfection. I love it. You're just mixing it up and you're getting some of your stash media and you're going crazy. So I didn't show you in this, but while I'm putting the glitter down, I put a piece on the lower right and upper left. That always makes a really nice, for your eyes. It just seems to, you know, it takes away the bulk. That's what I'm trying to say. It takes away the bulk. Isn't that pretty? You could leave it right here and put it on a white card base. You'd be all set. Isn't that funny? I just started to talk again after I stopped the tutorial. Here's the layers. The white, the black, and then I did a red layer and a gold layer, and I seeped that on top of white. There it is. I'm showing I didn't color it. Oh yes, I put XOXOXO from my little stack, my sentiment stack, coordinating dye in gold. Ooh, it started raining. Remember I said it looked like it was going to rain? It started raining. So here is the die plate that embosses or debosses, and this is where my toilet paper. Take a look. Look, it's a half heart. It's an open heart with the same flower on it. I just took it out of the roll. It hasn't even been unrolled. So this is what we're going to do with you can do this on any die, or you can run your stencil through your die cutting machine. I have a video, I'll try to find it at the end here. You can run your stencil and get a beautiful deboss with your toilet paper. So I did 2 sheets each. I think we're up to 4, 5, 6. Oh, one at a time, 7. I tried to get 10. After I get them seated on top of one another, we're going to add water because I'm going to use some color bursts, some color burst liquid metal, and some brush show. Everything that activates with water and causes beautiful color for us to use the hybrid inks is wonderful. I put it on top of the cover plate. What a deboss this made. And I put it on, it's situated, the toilet paper is situated thusly that you can see the toilet paper flowers just ghosting through my cover plate flowers on the deboss. Wait till you see it. You won't believe your eyes when you see it. Those eyeballs are going to be going back and forth, you know, like in the Three Stooges. Goo, 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 goo. Can't do it because I'd have to show my face. It's not a pretty thing today. Yeah. No, it isn't. Now the reveal. Ooh, it's so nice. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. And it dries quickly. That's one thing you have to be careful. Grab your scissors and you're going to be able to cut out the sides. You have that beautiful stitched edge on this with all my heart die plate, I like to call it. And the deboss on this is amazing. If you put your embossing mat in there to make it all poof up and spray it with the water so that it could poof higher, it'd be amazing. But I use the deboss side, and you'll see why this went to mixed media. My, oh my, I love working with toilet paper on projects. I really do. There's the deboss. No, that's the emboss. It's raised up. Then the deboss on the other side. So here we go. Let's grab a couple of colors of Brusho, a couple of colors of the Color Burst, and the Color Burst liquid metals because I wanted to use the beautiful gold and the effect when you sprinkle this powder on. And you know what? It's stash stuff. I have to use my stash. I mean, it's crazy. And out of sight, out of mind. And the first thing I thought of, toilet paper absorbs this beautiful water and color burst. Even the liquid metal color burst is beautiful. Now, I'm designing for LDRS Creative, of course, but you need to use a little bit of product here and again when you go to showcase this template, this With All My Heart die. You have to get it before it's gone, my friends. This plate is gorgeous, gorgeous. And then you have the stencil to go over top of it. Amazing. I'm sticking with the same colors, the red that I used in the beautiful hybrid inks. I can't say enough about those. You know, I am a hybrid ink fanatic. And look at this. The more you spray your toilet paper here with water, the more it's going to activate and move. Here's the liquid metallic, it's called liquid metals. That's the gold. Then I used some deep burgundy. Oh, look at that. This is the bronze. So I grabbed another piece of toilet paper quickly. Sorry about that. I have an email coming through. And look at that amazing color. This screams mixed media right here to me. I mean, my brain was going crazy. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to showcase this piece off. And it's just toilet paper, my friends. You know, we all have it. You could even probably use your paper towels if it has a nice design on it. But this toilet paper had an open heart. I mean, honestly, I didn't even want to use my toilet paper. It was so pretty. You have 3 layers. Look at that. There it is. You can see how I put it to one side of the actual toilet paper design when I used the With All My Heart die plate. And it was stunning. Now, I want to make sure I get all of this beautiful liquid metal and the color burst and the brush show look, because we're going to do a canvas. Yes. One of the projects I'm putting up next, I don't think it's the next one, I think it's a few down the line, is a beautiful flat canvas using these pieces of 140-pound cardstock right here. You're going to love it. That's all I've got to say. You're getting projects upon projects. Then all of that brush show that went outside of your toilet paper, here it's poofing out. You know, if you use the deboss side, don't give it as much heat because it's going to raise up and you're going to lose that debossed look. But here, in real life, people, this is beautiful. Just beautiful. You can see I didn't use a lot of water, so I get to spray a lot more liquid. And when I use the Grumbacher can of spray to set this, it deepens the color that you put down. Excuse me. I'm doing so much talking. I'm reaching for my Grumbacher spray. Look at all those colors. It's called Final Fixative in gloss. That's the key. I didn't buy a flat one. I bought gloss. And it's professional quality. It's for pan pastels, charcoal, and pencil. And here's the key word when you look. It's non-yellowing. So watch for that on your fixatives if you're buying it. Once you spray it, it brings the gloss up just like you use glossy accent. Look at my new mat. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I cleaned it all up. Just looking at it, I'm thinking, Carol, how did you ever think you were going to keep that thing clean all the time? Impossible. So here we go. We're cleaning the mat because it oozed out everywhere. Of course, I put water on it. Yeah, I don't want to separate them. I was going to separate it, but oh no, don't, Carol. Just cut it off and leave it like it is. Oh no, I don't. I don't even listen to myself. Oh, there's the good piece. Okay, I did listen to myself. I'm going to separate the other pieces that I have down there because I sopped up the oozing liquid off of my magnetic plate there of the Gemini. Oh, I've got so many holes in that Gemini, I can never remember to keep the dies facing up. I tell you what, if I could think of a project using the magnetic board, it'd be great. So here we go. Clean it all up again, and we're off and running with our toilet paper art. Get that toilet paper design out. And then if you're just at the end of your toilet paper and you like the design, take some off and save it in your stash, right? And then you can move on, because you never know what kind of pattern they're going to put on your toilet paper, right? So here we go, here we go. I'm going to stencil my toilet paper, of course. There's a pretty pattern on that paper towel as well with the diamonds, but you couldn't get any closer to this new release from LDRS Creative on my toilet paper than getting an open heart with beautiful, it reminds me of daisies, beautiful daisies. This time I did tape it down. I didn't want it to shift on me because I am going to use texture paste, gold texture paste. Put another glob on there, Carol. Okay, I will. And fill it all in so you don't have any spaces. Now, you could just do a little bit in the center. You could do the outer edge. I mean, sky's the limit here. Right, friends? Sky's the limit. But I actually wanted to fill it all in because I offset the stencil. I offset the die to the pattern in the toilet paper. So you're going to see this, and we are going to heat set this, and we are going to spray it once again with not only the water, but with the fixative. And you are not going to believe how gorgeous this looks at the end. This alone could be a card right here. Once I take that off, oh, my heart is pounding. I love this. Love toilet paper art. And you can see that this is on the deboss because you don't see all of that color coming out until I spray it with water. And I put that crazy fixative, that glossy fixative on it to heat set it. And it does help with your color burst to keep it set when you dry it. And then you know everything lightens up, right? Every time you dry, it will lighten up. And you know, you can work with your color burst colors and use them to manipulate the toilet paper pattern and the pattern in the cover plate die from LDRS Creative. I'm telling you, my mind was going crazy. I just loved it. Look at that. And this is toilet paper right there, my friends. This is not cardstock. It is toilet paper. Toilette paper in French. Yeah, sure it is. Right, Charlene? Toilette paper. Oh, here, just spraying it, activating those color bursts and spraying her down. And then there's my final fixative by I said it's Grumbacher, yes, the professional quality gloss. Then heat set that. It doesn't dry matte, my friends. It dries gloss. You get such a sheen on those flowers and the actual color burst in the background of the toilet paper that it almost blows your mind. That's how beautiful it is. You just sit there staring at it. And that's why this new release, there, look. Ooh, ah. I can't help myself, I'm sorry. Now you could put, okay, before I decided to go with the more mixed media look, that would have been lovely. Right there. Just leave it there. You open it up and everybody can't believe their eyes how lovely this is. And then when you tell them that you used toilet paper, that piece was toilet paper, they won't believe it. It's hard for me to believe it. And I unrolled the toilet paper myself. Oh yeah, I'm spraying in there because I'm going to add some more, I'm going to use the hybrid inks. That's what I'm going to add. I'm going to grab my beautiful red color and right there, see, I'm going to put it on one of my blocks, my acrylic blocks. Grab the toothbrush. Don't worry, I took my husband's toothbrush. It's not mine, it's my husband's. Oh, that's nasty to even say that. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, husband. Kiss me red. That's what I used. Oh, yes, kiss me red. I apologize to my husband. Oh, that's nasty just thinking about it, right? But I think he'd catch on if he saw all the red on his toothbrush. And he uses an electric toothbrush, so he would know that I took his toothbrush upstairs and he had to use his electric one. everything that's mechanical or whatever, I either take it out of his garage or his truck or I don't know. And this is black spray that I used, and I'm just going to put it down there. I wanted to add some, and you're thinking, uh-oh, what happened? It dries to an actually it's an alloy gray and water with the hybrid ink. Spray it. Oh yeah, doesn't that gold just stand right out? I can't take it. And it's on toilet paper, my friends. And you know, mixed media, you gotta have blobs. Well, actually, you don't gotta. You have to have blobs. You can talk properly, Carol, just because you're doing mixed media and your mind is going crazy because you love, love, love using toilet paper. Ugh. I'll be looking for the designs in my toilet paper now. This one was from, where did I get this toilet paper from? I think it was Costco, actually. I'm not too sure, but I mean, open hearts and the same pattern in my die from LDRS Creative with all my heart and my toilet paper match. Go figure. Now back to the stash and get those dots. You know, these crazy dots we never use? I don't use much of these glue dot things. So I matched them up with the colors because we are going to do some neat things with this. If you're still with me, and it's only 38 minutes long, my friends. Can you believe this? I am trying to keep a balance with my tutorials because I have so many. I just went crazy. I fell in love with this new release and the projects just kept coming to my brain and I had to put my brain in motion to my hands and create for you because you're not going to get a product that is so top-notch than LDRS Creative. And the clearance rack, I left that on my blog. Check out the clearance. I even had people email me and tell me that they bought so much for under $20 in the clearance. And yeah, so here I'm patting some gesso over top so that the color wasn't so vibrant, because I didn't want this to really stand out. Then I took a little nail file and I just filed the tops down. So it wasn't so, you know, I don't want to cover the color, right? So I just went across the top and kind of scrunched it up, gave it that mixed media feel to it. Took the gloss down because I already have the flowers glossy. And I didn't want to have that, the beautiful dots glossy as well. And there you have it. Isn't that wonderful? Now, here we go. On to something else. This is tissue paper. My husband, when he orders his shirts, he gets this beautiful high quality tissue paper with a design on it. You know, his white dress shirts for under his suits. And they have these little clips because he wears cufflinks. And when the shirts come in, they're so nicely put together. I save all that stuff. And I saved all of the tissue paper because he just got an order in of his shirts. And I said, don't, I'll take it apart. I want to save all of that beautiful tissue. Something about it. It's glossy on one side and matte on the other. So Panda Play came into play. Look at all those pandas. Now, when you use tissue, because you're using water, use your StazOn ink, okay? Not your hybrid ink, not your pigment ink, not your dye inks. Use your StazOn ink because it works well with any type of media you're working with. And use any tissue paper. I have a lot of beautiful dollar store tissue paper, but my husband just got his shirts in and I loved this pattern. When you check out the pictures, look at the pattern behind the tissue. You're going to love it. It's like 4 stripes of silver here and there. I just love it. So get your texture paste. Grab my multi-medium matte Ranger kind of glue, you know, and I'm using it as glue, obviously. And make sure you keep those wrinkles in there and crinkles. I did the back 2 pages with our beautiful Panda Play pandas, the beautiful roses with the hybrid inks, the Kiss Me Red ink, and we're going to apply the glue, whatever glue you want to use. I just like using texture paste as a glue, and the multimedia matte is a nice glue to use. So I'm cutting off the edges. We did use, don't forget to use your proper ink when you're doing this, the Stays On ink. I use Stays On Red and I use Stays On Black. It was so nice when I went and I cut some of it off just in the corners there with the cutting knife. And here, that matte medium glue is wonderful. And you don't have to stick with having a whole page. I mean, just cut around what you have with your tissue. Use your Stays On ink and go crazy. I love this. And I even put it on top. I wanted to have that glossy look on top as well, because my pandas have some gloss on them as well on the front of the card. And that beautiful half heart, that open heart, has that gloss on it, you know. So everything kind of came together. The lacquer, the crystal lacquer on top of there. And I'm drying it now. And we're going to put down that beautiful piece of toilet paper. Yes, get me that toilet paper up there. Can you believe it? Oh, I'm going to do more toilet paper projects. Actually, my canvas is going to have another toilet paper technique you're going to love. See those stripes? See those stripes? I'm going to slow that down just a minute. There, I stopped the process and slowed it down here so you could see the 4 little boxes that are in gray right beside the pandas here. And again, that was in the tissue paper of my husband's dress shirts. I loved it, and I love the fact that they had gloss on the one side of the tissue. So it worked out lovely with the Stays On ink. I mean, everything came together. And there's our toilet paper daisies right in the middle. Now, I'm going to be giving this card away, and I wanted to give it away with a smaller little card and, you know, possibly a gift card in there. You don't know. All kinds of surprises are coming up for my 20,000 subscribers when I meet that goal, if I do meet that wonderful. It's not even a goal. I can't even believe 20,000 subscribers. It blows my mind. But if the Lord blesses me in such a way, and I will want to give back. So I have been purchasing quite a bit of things to be able to do giveaways. And I want to include, of course, my cards and my projects in that as well. So here we go. We're cutting on an angle. I am going to permanently place down the black cardstock after I distress it, and then I'm going to have an opening in the toilet paper portion on top. And this idea, I'm cutting, ooh, oh, I tell you, he must have an armored tail there. He's never worried about getting it chopped off, is he? So once I get that done, once I distress the outer edge of just the black paper, not my toilet paper, I don't want my toilet paper coming apart there. So we'll distress the edges, and then the placement is so important when you put this on. Really it is. You want it to be very pleasing to the eye. I know I'm talking at 100 miles an hour. I apologize. I generally like to make it feel very relaxed for you. I don't want to be like this mechanical voice, you know, all sped up. So I'm going to slow myself down. Sometimes I get so excited about my projects, I can't take it. So I ran to my 60 drawer apothecary, we all know we have, in my original state here, pulled out one of the drawers. It's in my craft room to the, you know, my craft room, and then there's another room adjacent because my apothecary is 9 feet long by 6.5 feet tall, something like that. Anyway, it takes up the whole wall of one of the rooms off my craft room. So when I want, I was thinking of using ribbon, but I didn't end up using it. There, doesn't that look awesome? Yeah, you don't want one on each side to look identical there. You just don't want that. I'll try to leave a picture I have pictures of my apothecary in other videos if I think of it. There you go. Look at that background of those gray boxes. Here's the hybrid inks I used. I used the Alloy, the Flush, and the Lipstick Jungle. And we're going to just add a little bit of color around the edges. I wanted it to match the front of the card, you know, that same color. And you can see the front. I laid it down and you can see the back and the front together. And I think it just lended itself to these colors on the edges. The Flush tone tones down the Lipstick Jungle red. And yeah, and then because it has that glossy finish on the beautiful tissue paper, it just glides right over top. Everything just worked out for me. And I know it's loud. I know it's rather loud, but you know, loud is good. Loud is good when you're making mixed media. Sometimes you want it to be pastel-y and all, you know, toned down. But here, I love those panda bears so much. And I wanted to make sure that they were prominent in this mixed media card. And my toilet paper, yes. You know that commercial where the bears and the toilet paper? That's what I thought of here with the panda bears. They have their own toilet paper right next to them, my friends. Anywho, we're coming down to the end here. I really want to give a shout out to Angie Hunt for everything that she sent to me, and she entrusts me with sharing her products on my channel. So thank you, Angie. Thank you to the design team members, to Stephanie, all of the new design team members that just come on board. A huge welcome from me. I appreciate every one of you. The inspiration you give to others is extraordinaire. So here we go. Put some glue down. Oh, I'm going, okay, where did I say I was going to put? Nope, right there. Doesn't that look nice side by side? So you have yourself a blessed week. Check out the shop, my friends. Check out all of these products and the clearance. And I put the design team members also on my blog. So I left all the links on the first card I made 3 cards ago. So 3 projects. So anyway, there you have it. Whoa, it's all finished. There's the front. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the pictures. Take care.